All right, I am finished getting my temporaries, and so if you see my mouth look like this, is because my lip is like super swollen. My nose is swollen. I can't even feel my nose. Crazy, right? And all of here is swollen. All my lip. I can't feel it. I got my temporaries on. If you can see, they don't look like what the teeth are going to look like. These are just like some composite resin that they put on there, but these are my temporaries. I got 10 all the way across, right? All the way across. And my bottom teeth, I got them whitened, and they look really good. I mean, they look like super white. Really, really good. So my teeth were pretty white, a little bit, at the bottom, but I really wanted the bottom so it can match how my new teeth are gonna be, I cannot wait, you guys. I seen the smile design of how my teeth are gonna look, my veneers. I'm getting porcelain veneers, and oh my God. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know you guys have seen the title of my video. This is something very new to me. I normally don't do videos based off of certain, I guess, things that I've got done to me. But I thought this was very interesting for me to go ahead on and do. So that's why I decided to do it. And I definitely wanted to share my journey with you guys and anyone whoever is interested in getting porcelain veneers, then I want to share just my little experience with you. I will try to insert clips. I'll try to insert pictures and things of that nature of my particular journey. Well, first off, I want to say that this was not something that I had to do. Okay, this was something that I personally wanted to do because I wanted a perfect smile, right? Wanted a very picture perfect type smile. So most of you guys know, if you are part of my channel, that I am a makeup artist. Okay, so with being a makeup artist, okay, of course, your work is always like the forefront, right, of everything. So everybody wants to see you and your face and your work and things of that nature. So I decided to do my little makeup or whatever today. Something simple, nothing all fancied up and all that good stuff, but I decided to do it so you guys can just see my work or whatever. You can also find more of my work on my website, www.laylamonet.com, or you can visit my Instagram. It's laylamonet.com, and also Facebook, Layla Monet Makeup Artistry, or just Layla Monet. That's all I have. And you can definitely, check out my work and all that good stuff. Okay. So, hey, we're going to jump right into my veneer experience. If you look at the meme or the title of it, you saw how my teeth were. And I was like, what is this? My main goal was for me not to have any teeth that look like chiclets, right? Or I didn't want any teeth that look fake. I didn't want that bright Hollywood smile. I am somewhat of a naturalist, which meaning that I like to have things to enhance, like hair, nails, but I want it all to look natural, right? I don't want anyone necessarily to walk up to me and come up to me and say, "Oh, girl, I see you got your brows done," or "Oh, girl, you got this. Is that your hair?" I think that is the rudest thing for someone to ever ask somebody. I'm like, what? You gonna come walk up to me instead of saying it's cute, or they'll say, "Oh, it's cute. That's yours. That's your real hair." Like, yeah, it's my real hair. I paid for it, but I just think that's rude. I guess because I'm the type of person, I would never do that. I would never do that to anyone. I would never come up to you and ask you, "Girl, is that your real hair? It's cute though." No. So that being said, I'm the type of person that, like I said, I want everything to look natural. So when I did decide to do the veneers, I wanted them to be very, very natural looking, right? I wanted them to definitely still look like my original teeth, but better, right? So you'll see some before and after pictures of my original teeth, how they look, and they were nice. I had a really nice smile. My teeth wasn't bad. My dentist did mention to me that I had a little chipping or a little cracking, I guess, from just, over time. I'm older. I'm 46 years old, and I'm an older lady, and I know I may not look 46. I know. But I am older. And so, things happen, wear and tear, all that good stuff, right? So I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I like Cardi said, I got a bag and I got my teeth fit. So I did, you know what I mean? So I'm just excited. I'm excited about it. I love the results. I mean, amazing, amazing. And I did not go out of the country. Okay, I did not decide to go out of the country for it. I went to a amazing doctor who she normally does like my teeth cleaning and all of that stuff like that, and she checks my teeth and stuff like that. So I didn't even know that she did veneers. And I was like, one of or the young lady who does my teeth cleaning, like her dental assistant, she was like, yeah, she did mine. And I was like, oh wow, so I was like, let me see her work, because I'm not sure if it's because of the dental office that she was with, that she didn't post her work. She didn't have an Instagram. She doesn't have a Facebook, or I don't think she does social media at all, this particular doctor. So it really was like word of mouth, kind of. And plus also looking at her work, she had her iPad. So she had all of her work on her iPad. So I was able to look at her work on her iPad, and I was absolutely sold. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, right? So I was like, okay, I definitely want to do it. So I went through the process of finding the pricing and all of this and all of that stuff, you guys. And so, of course, in the States, it is pretty pricey, but it's pretty much about the same. All I got was 10 veneers at the top. I was going to do 8, but see, she suggested for me to go ahead and do 10 because she said I have a large smile. Well, you can see pretty much everything, so. And so when I smile, now usually when I smile, I'm like this. So you really don't see all of it, but when you laugh, then of course you see all the 10 teeth. Make sure I don't have any lipstick. Okay. I just want to make sure I don't have any lipstick on my teeth, guys, because I can't see from where you are. So, but look at them, right? Super natural, right? It looks amazing. My bottom teeth are amazing. So I don't have any bad bottom teeth. So I didn't worry about getting my bottom teeth done. I've always had pretty healthy gums. I always had really, really good dental hygiene, always. So she was like, you will be an amazing candidate for the veneer procedure. She said, because you have healthy gums, it's not too much work she had to do. What she did do was a gingivectomy. And because one of the way my gums were, my original gums, one was higher than the other. Okay, so on my first 4 teeth, because of course that's your smile teeth, right? So the first 4 teeth, she did a gingivectomy. Well, it's a laser where they laser the gums and things of that nature. So she did that on my first 4 teeth, right? And then she did very, very little of taking off the enamel. My teeth does not, like my original teeth, if you look at the, the first, when you first see the video, you'll see that picture, and I may try to insert it again in here, that if you look at it, you really don't see a whole lot of my enamel that has been removed. So I was excited about that, because I was like, okay, I don't want it to be to where my teeth look like little shark teeth. You know what I'm saying? My teeth are not bad at all, period. Honestly, it really was not. I have very good bone structure, very good gums. And so she was just like, all I wanted to do just really was to perfect my smile. And that's it. That's it. So she mentioned to me that if she takes off too much enamel, sometimes it's very hard for the porcelain veneer to stick onto the teeth with the cement. So she said this is why she didn't take off a whole lot of enamel. For one, I didn't really need it. And then number two, she wanted it to last. And so if it lasts, of course, usually it lasts about 15 to 20 years, right? So I'm like, yes, please. I want something to where it will last and I don't have to come back, and say, oh, it broke or, oh, it slid off. And yeah, don't want that. so, so from after that, we did, okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to start from the beginning. So I'm going to start from when I saw her first. When I went to see her first, y'all, let me tell you this interesting story. And like I said, she doesn't have any work online or anything. So I don't know how she normally gets her people, I guess, just through whatever dental company that she works with. And if someone needs to come in or they say, hey, I want veneers and boom, 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 it goes to like that. But I originally went to Monarch Dental. That's the dental company that I go to get my, regular checkup, 6-month cleaning, all of that good stuff, right? Or not 6 months, but I forgot how many weeks. 6 weeks? Yeah, something like that. I'm sorry, not 6 months. Sorry, 6 week. Cleaning, it's like 6 months. Oh, geez. But yeah, I go and I'm on my routine cleaning, right? So I go to Monarch Dental. And like I said, she was working over there, right? And then once I was ready and I was like pumped, I started doing a lot of my research, guys. I started watching on YouTube. I started, Googling different doctors and all of this and all that just to see if this is something that I really would want, to do for myself and everything. So once I decided to go ahead on and do that, I went back and I said, okay, hey, I'm ready. Once I get in for my consultation, I got my appointment, everything was set up, I'm ready for my consultation. I get a call, well, I'm there, right? I'm at the dentist's office, and they tell me, before we even take you back, let me let you know this, because I think this was before this doctor decided, before the doctor came in. She was like, I just want to let you know that her last day is going to be like next week or this week or something like that. So they were like, we just found out today, like this morning. So we didn't even get a heads up. So it was nothing to whereas we couldn't tell you, what was going on. We couldn't like warn you. So it was just a whim. So this is why you're here and we're just telling you. So I was like, oh my God, are you serious? So I guess she was worried to whereas, if she was to take me on as a patient, she's not going to even be there to see me throughout the process. Because, with getting veneers, it's a process. It's like you got like 4 or 5 visits you have, and then you have to wait for almost a month or 2 or 3 weeks to get your veneers, because the veneer company that the people who make hers, they're not in-house. So she would have to go, there's a company that she uses that goes out and, they do the veneers from there and then they'll ship them to her. And the shipping was like next day, like literally next day when I got them. But anyway, so I did meet with her. And like I said, I fell in love with her work so much. And I was like, I really want you to do my veneers. I really don't want anyone else to do them because I'm just sold on your work. I mean, it looks so natural. You can't even tell, and then, the majority of the patients that she do, they don't have bright, veneers. Everyone has pretty much like this color, like, natural. Very natural. So I was like, I really, really want you, to do them. So she told me that, she's going to be going to a different dentist office and things of that nature. And then she just started explaining different things and saying they may not take this type of insurance. And oh my God, it was just a whole list of stuff like that. So all I'm going to tell you is this, guys, that God worked it out. God worked it out to whereas I was able to still get it for the same price that I was actually quoted when I was at the first dentist office. And then her new dentist office was like, hey, if that's what you want to do, we'll do it. They worked with her and everything. So this is how I knew this was meant for me to get a new smile. Right? Because everything just was working in my favor. So I was so excited about that. So this is why I decided to go through with it. And so from there, I did my first consultation, right? So that was an interesting story, right? Because I was like, am I going to get it or not? Or I have to find somebody else? And then I didn't think she was going to call me, but she took my phone number down. She took pictures of the quote that they gave me. And she actually texted me and called me and said, hey, I'm at the new office that I'm going to be working with, if you're still interested. And I was like, oh, wow. So this is how I knew that was another sign. Like, okay, hey, this must be meant for you. That was another sign. And then, of course, they were willing to work with me with my, because I had cash money, so I'm like, you're willing to work with me and things of that nature. So I was just like, we about to do this, right? So, so now I go to my consultation, and we look at different pictures, we look at different designs, and I wanted a more rounded design, which is a more youthful smile. I didn't want the square, type teeth. So it's just the shaping of the teeth is more ovalish, roundish, kind of. And then, like I said, it's more on the youthful side. So I decided to go ahead and get that. Also, that same day, I got my teeth whitening. I did the gingivectomy, and they also fitted me for my, it was a 4 hour, I believe it was a 3 to 4 hour process. So once you go in, we did the consult, and we talked about what I wanted, and then we started the work. Like I said, it was about 3 to 4 hours, and with my mouth open, oh my God, it was something. But the pain is nothing. No pain, okay? No pain. They numb you very, very well. Now, when they numb you, that is the painful part. Sticking that needle, they do put some numbing gel to kind of numb the gum and lip area a little bit before they stick the needle, but sometimes you still can feel it, right? So but they did that, and they numbed me well. And like I said, I didn't feel anything when she was doing the gingivectomy. That was the first thing that she did. Now the smell, oh my God. Now they were trying to use the suction to suck up the smell or whatever, but it was just not happening. The smell from when you can smell burnt flesh coming from, the laser, and they're lasering your gums and, things of that nature is a lot. It smells bad. But like I said, it only lasts for so long because they only did 4. And she didn't really have to do a whole lot, honestly, because it was just one of the gums that was just kind of wonky looking, but she made it to where all of them look even. They look presentable. Like I said, perfect smile, right? And so after that, then that's when she started doing the shaving of the teeth, where she made the spaces. Because if you look at my original picture, all of my teeth are straight. I even had her along with my other dental, her dental assistant. They were asking me, have you ever had braces before? Never had braces. Never. On the bottom, top, my teeth has always been straight, and really straight. And so she was just like, you sure? Like, I promise you, I've never had any braces or anything like that before. I always had really pretty, teeth, really nice teeth rather, but I did have like little ridges, and I guess from just, they stayed there. Sometimes, when you're kids, you have those little ridges when you first growing your teeth, because their teeth are trying to cut through the gum. Some people teeth start flattening out over time. Well, mine never did. So on 2 of my, I don't know what they call those teeth, these 2. So those 2, they had little ridges on them. And so it wasn't chips, anything. It was just the way my teeth were since I was a little girl. It's just always been like that. So, but now they're round, and it looks so weird because I was like, oh, wow, I got it. They're round. They're, like a nice shape to them. So it was just like, oh my goodness. So she did that. And then what I loved about it is that she molds your teeth according to the way you want the actual teeth, your veneers to look. It's amazing. It's not like she took the machine and just kept putting holes, like, spaces in between the teeth and cut the teeth down, but she molded, like this. She like molded like into like, look at that picture out. If I, when I insert it or whatever, let's look at it really good. You really can see the work that she's done. So it wasn't like, okay, she just took the machine and just going, she really shaped and structured the teeth the way she wanted them to look. So when she put the veneer over it, it'll just be flawless, right? So from there, we did that, and like I said, that process, and we fitted. We had to, of course, fit for the temporaries, and we had to take impressions, and of course, if the impressions don't come out, you have to go over it again. So some, all of that stuff like that take time. So it was a very stressful day. I'll put it to you, like, very stressful day. But I have a very high pain tolerance, so I was good. I was excited. I wanted to get it done, so I wasn't like aggravated or upset or anything like that. So when I got my temporaries, you guys, all I can tell you is that having those temporaries are the worst. I was told that because of the COVID restrictions and things of that nature, that the dental lab that she works with, they are have very strict policies for doing veneers and everything. So because of COVID and things of that nature, I guess they have to wait so many days in order for you. I don't know if they sanitize stuff. I'm pretty much sure they sanitize stuff, but I'm not sure if they sanitize the impressions and things in that in nature to kill off any, because like, how would they know? And they're dealing with stuff, and maybe you put their hands in their face or whatever, So I get that, but I didn't know that it was going to be almost 4 weeks. So it took almost a month, guys. At first, she told me about 2 to 3 weeks. So I was counting on the calendar. All right, guys, 2 to 3 weeks. But then when she contacted me and said, hey, I talked to the lab, they said this because of COVID, so it may be another couple of weeks. I was just like, I am over these veneers. I broke 2 or 3. So I had to go back to get them repaired because I tried to see if I can hold out. But soon as water or any type of food that I'm eating will get into it, oh my God, y'all, I was like I'm seeing stars. It was so sensitive. So I went back to go and let them redo it again. And then they had to redo like right before, you guys, I promise you. And then the thing is, you got to eat soft foods. And that's what I couldn't stand. In the beginning, it was fine. But as time went on, I was like over it because I wanted to eat, my normal stuff. I couldn't even eat a salad because I felt like, if I had the crunchiness, it will, mess up, because of the way I chew. And I was taking everything and pushing to the back of my teeth and eating it. And, of course, as you're chewing, it slides and it moves. And sometimes it'll, move the temporaries, and the temporaries is just composite. It's the same stuff that the composite is. The composite material is like the same material pretty much they use for like braces, or probably even maybe somewhat like that. So as time go on, it does weaken. It doesn't stay put. It's not cement. So it does weaken, so it enough to where the dentist wants to still be able to take them off. They don't want to put them on there. They don't put that much bonding on there, because if they put a whole lot of bonding, it'll be very hard for the dentist, to take them off. So she told me that I'm not going to put a whole lot of bonding, just a dot, just enough to just kind of, hold you over. And so once she fixed those two, I was good for another week or two, right? And right before she texted and was like, hey, your teeth are in. I was like, yes, I'm so excited. I am over this. I'm ready. I want to get this done. And then that's when I already broke another one. Right before a week, like maybe a couple of days before she texted me, I broke another one. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going. I'm not going to get this replaced. It's just going to be what it is, and I just left it alone. And it was on the other side. I broke 2 on this side, and then the other one right before I got the veneers was on this side. So and these 2 were still great because remember, she had just fixed them. And then the composite, through wear and tear, I started feeling like a hole, like, because just with wear and tear and everything, it's not, etched on your teeth. It's not bonded per se on your teeth. It's just sitting like there. It's bonded a little, but not a whole lot. So anyway, guys, she called me, and like I said, this is when we started the process. And so, like I said, I was very, very excited about that. The process for her to do everything, it was about maybe 2 hours. She does put it on your teeth to let you see. And I think I do. I don't have a clipping of that part, but I have a clipping of after I got them in. And I think I may show you guys in there that you can see. So there is a clipping of me, showing you guys that. And so, yeah. So that pretty much was it. Like I said, the whole process is painless. The only time I felt pain was because I had those. I had to get my temporaries redone, and of course it was sensitive, and so of course she had to numb me because I was too sensitive. So that part, when they put a little water or blew air on it, it was, yeah, I couldn't do that part. But the overall process, her actually inserting the veneers and bonding and cementing the veneers on, that process was very painless. Of course, they numb you. I mean, she numbed me throughout the whole process. I mean, everything. So they numb you, they make sure you're comfortable in everything. So, I mean, her work is phenomenal. I trusted her. I knew that she was going to take good care of me. I was like, wherever you're going, I'm coming. Wherever dentist office you're going to, I'm coming. I'm hoping that, they'll work with me with the pricing and everything. And they did. I'm telling you guys, everything just worked out amazing. So, like I said, I pretty much gave you guys a list of the things that they did. Usually veneers cost between 9 to 11K. Okay, so, but and it all depends on if you have to get work done or anything, because I know people ask about the pricing. It's usually between 9 to 11, right? K. So it all depends on, some people have to get root canals, some people have to get certain things done with theirs, and I didn't. So mine didn't cost as much as what it normally would be, because I didn't have a whole lot to get done. And then plus they work with me, with my insurance, and things of that nature. And so kudos to insurance. Sometimes you got to be careful, because sometimes they could come back and they could deny it. So I decided just to go ahead on and pay out of pocket, because I knew that insurance would deny it. But they gave me what the insurance would have, quote unquote, paid. And that's what I was excited about. That they went on, and then, because they could have been like, no, we're going to turn this down. But I'm like, look, I got cash money, right? So cash is king, right? So they say, look here, I'm not going to let this money walk out the door. And then it's cash, they don't got to go through insurance. So there you go. So, but yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else, guys. So I'm gonna let you guys see again. These is all 10. So 5 here, 5 there. Gorgeous. I love it. I mean, I love it. Now, what I did have an issue with, I want to tell you this, is that when I first saw them, okay, and she just like laid them on my teeth, and we didn't put any cement or anything like that on it yet, they were nice. They were a pretty, color. It wasn't a bleach, because if you notice, I don't have a bleach color, okay? I didn't want to get a bleach color, because I just didn't want it to look like Hollywood, because I mean, then you can look at it and be like, yeah. I mean, I got my teeth whitened. I got my teeth whitened at the bottom, because I wanted my teeth at the bottom to match, of course, the veneers or whatever. But to me, I think I got them whitened a little too much, to whereas, it kind of, I mean, but it still looks good. It still looks good, it likes a little bit, my teeth at the bottom, a little bit brighter than, the veneers. So it's like, yeah, but they still look natural, right? It's all my teeth. So, but, yeah, when I first got them on, I was just like, okay, I like it. It looks good, blah, blah, blah. But when she started cementing in them, everything, and all of this and all that, I was like, the color to me looked a little dull. And so, I mean, it wasn't bright. But think about it. I didn't ask for bright, because she didn't, she showed me bleach colors, but I picked B1. And I think, I don't know if it's bleach one. I guess that's what it's called, bleach one. But then they have BL. So I don't know if BL stands for bleach lighter or something like that. So different ones. So she didn't show me any of the stock white, bright, like toilet seat white. right? She didn't show me that. But she showed me like pretty much the bleach colors that what they have. They went all the way down to like some yellowish colors and all that. So I was like, ew, who would want that? But I guess they have to do that just in case if somebody have a missing tooth or something, and if, of course they have to match it with the other tooth or whatever. So maybe, you know, like if it's a back, something in the back or something like that. But anyway, I picked B1, so I always want to remember. And she also said I got. If I'm not mistaken, titanium, I believe, kind of porcelain. I think that's the name of it. Something with a T. I'm at to go in probably, I should have did my research, before I came. But I didn't get zirconia. From what I heard, zirconia porcelain is fake looking. Zirconia porcelain is more bleachy, you know, and but it's not fake. Of course, it's porcelain, but zirconia is more, it's brighter. It's really, I guess, a brighter type of porcelain. So I don't have that type of porcelain. I think my porcelain was something with a T. I think she said titanium or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, that's the one I got. And I asked her for this reason here because I was going to video and I should have wrote it down. But we were doing so much at that time, and like I said, it slipped my mind. But anyway, so then what else I wanted to say? So yeah, we got that done. We got it. So that's what it was. And then, this. So when she cemented them on, I didn't know when I went there for my, of course you got to go back because, like after you finish her putting them on, she wants you to come back in about 2 weeks so she can kind of clean up and make sure there's no cements in between the teeth. Now that, that part hurt it because, and that's only when I went back for the 2 weeks because I wasn't numb. And she put knots into the floss and she pulled them through all of my teeth to make sure there was no cement stuck in between. And then after she put the veneers on, it wasn't painful. But when she was trying to, you know, make sure that there was no cement in there, it was just a lot of tugging and pulling. So when I had to go home, when I went home after everything started calming down, the numbness and everything, I definitely had to take some Tylenol, or not Tylenol, but Advil or whatever, ibuprofen, because that, oh my God, it kicked in because of all of my mouth being open and the pushing and tugging and all of that stuff. It was a lot. Of course, no blood. I had no bleeding, no nothing, none of that. Only time my mouth was swollen was because of the Novocaine, because of my mouth, you know, was numb. That's the only time. Other than that, swelling went down just like that. You know, as time went on, swelling went down. It took like a couple of hours, like maybe for the swelling to fully go down for me, because like I know everybody's different. For the swelling to fully go down, I want to say it took a couple of days. Because in certain areas, you know, I was numb. Like at the top of my lip, I was pretty numb, you know, from them sticking the needle. That was sore-ish, you know, kind of numbish, sore on that side. So that took a while, but everything else went down, you know, within 3 days or something like that. But the numbing, you know, in the at the top of the root of the mouth, of the lip rather, it was, you know, it took a little while, you know, for that. And like I said, I don't know if you know, everybody's different. You know, some people, they may say, hey, it took me a couple of hours, you know, I went down. Now, a couple of hours, of course, yeah, I wasn't, you know, my mouth wasn't swollen anymore. Yeah, that. But it was just certain little areas that was still kind of a little numbish or whatever or something. So, but when we went back for the 2 week, when I went back rather for the 2 weeks, and she, you know, I was telling her, I said, everything is beautiful. I mean, you know, after she flossed underneath, she had to, polish underneath the teeth and, you know, kind of, because it was a little thick from the, cement. So she had to, you know, take some of the cement off to make them look like regular teeth. You know what I mean? And you could feel the difference. And also she had to fix my bite. Oh my God. My bite was so off, you know, it wasn't off, but it was off enough to whereas when I was chewing, it was hurting. But she did tell me I can come back within a day or so if the bite was just unbearable. But I was like, you know what? I can wait for the 2 weeks because it wasn't that bad, right? So I just decided to just go ahead and just wait. But then she fixed everything. It was perfect. She polished underneath the teeth. Everything was fine. some people, I heard that they were having issues with talking, like once they got the veneers, because they had to get used to certain words. All I can tell you is that I had no issue with any of my words. So this is how I knew that they were not thick. This is how I knew that they were very natural, that they wasn't sticking out, a whole lot, because she did shape it to whereas, because if you look at my before and after, my teeth were kind of pushed in a little bit, but she did have it to whereas, I guess, I couldn't tell you how she did it and whatever, but I don't know if it's just the way they made the veneer, but my top lip, when I usually smile, my top lip used to fold under a little. And I always tell people I don't have a top lip, because I really don't. I got a nice bottom lip, but my top lip was always get lost somewhere, right? So, and then when I put on lipstick, I always have to overline it so my lip could look a little thicker. You know what I mean? But without any lipstick and everything on, when I smile, I would just like kind of lose my top lip. But with the veneers now, it looks like my lip is thicker. And like I said, pay attention to the before and after, and you can definitely see a difference. And I didn't even gotten fillers, and I was like, yes, I don't need fillers. I got a natural feel just from the veneer, pushing it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it really, really perfected my smile, my lips, everything. A1. So I absolutely love that part about it. And then she also mentioned to me too, because I was just like, I love everything. I said, but I wish they were just a tad bit brighter, and she said, well, you said you wanted, and I said, I know. And I know you can't bleach porcelain. I know you can't. And then I'm like, she already cemented these bad boys on. So I was just like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, for me to say, okay, I don't like them. I don't want them. Get something else. I want brighter ones. No, because trust me, I don't have no money for that. And two, I am not going through this process all over again, because this was something. So, but I just was like, you know what? I won't worry about it. I mean, it looks natural. I mean, I've gotten amazing compliments from my family. Most people, most people don't even know, and that's great, so I don't get nobody come up to me and say, oh, your teeth are great, they're perfect. And, I don't get that. But of course, when I let my family see, and they were like, oh my God, we love them. And, they look so good. They don't look any different. They look just like your regular teeth. Yes, they're not supposed to look like somebody else's teeth. So, but like I said, this is when I told you guys I wanted to look natural. I wanted to look natural. I don't want it to look fake and things of that nature, because like I said, this is personal. This is something for me. It's not nothing for nobody else. I didn't do this for nobody else. I only did it for me. Because I work hard, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm a makeup artist. I'm in the beauty industry. And so I used to model. So I'm still cute. I still do a little something here, there, if I ever want to model. And, my smile always was a big thing for me. Like I said, I always had a pretty smile, and I will always smile on pictures. And I always like to, pose just with my mouth closed, because I just like that, that's all. It's not because my teeth were jacked up or nothing. No, that was just me. But, so that's why I decided to get it done. But she did mention to me that she used translucent cement. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was just that white cement that they have to use. But she said no. Once you use on that particular porcelain material, the lab says for you to use translucent, because the translucent cement will give it a more natural. So, which meaning if it's translucent, it will be it'll be somewhat like your real tooth. So and then the porcelain is thin. I mean, the porcelain, I don't think the material is thick, because they feel, because when she put it in my mouth, they felt nice. They wasn't like huge or whatever, because one kind of fell, when she was just placing it on there. So I kind of felt it, and it wasn't like huge or thick or like, ugh, or whatever. It felt like a tooth. So it's about the same size, I guess, of a tooth. So, and it didn't feel heavy or anything like that. So I guess they were like, if you want the more natural, use a natural type of cement, okay, to put on there. So then I was like, well, I wish you would have used the white cement. So I'm like, y'all, I'm all over the place, right? So I'm satisfied. I know it gets taken, it gets you have to get used to it. It takes a while sometimes for you to get used to your smile, used to the color, because you're so used to, the color and things of that nature. So I was like, I just wanted a tad bit brighter. But of course, if I put lipstick on and all that, it still look white. Even when I don't have any lipstick on, it gives off a very natural look. My husband, my son, everybody said how natural that it looks, and it looks good. They said they don't see no huge difference, but because like I said, I had a really nice smile. So there's really no huge difference. But of course, for me, if you really look at it, if you really pay attention, to the before and after, the gums and everything. And then she was like, my gums are very healthy. My gums were forming into the grooves of, they were growing into the grooves of the veneer. Everything was just working out perfectly. And she was like, I knew you would be a great candidate. She said, because you have a really perfect smile and you have really good teeth. She said, really good teeth, really good gums. So I knew everything would work out for you. So I was ecstatic about it, guys. So, but I believe that's it. That was a little stories and everything, because I know I ramble on. But that's what I wanted to share with you guys. So hopefully, this little video here will help you guys if you're ever interested in getting veneers done and everything. And if you're ever wondering, is this for me, or why should I do this, and things of that nature. And if you want to get it done in the States, you can definitely get it instead of going out of town. But I know a lot of people go to overseas for cheaper prices and things of that nature, or because they have a lot of work that needs to be done. And of course, in the States, it'll be way much more money. I can see that. But me, I didn't have a whole lot of work done. So mine was not as expensive as it would normally be if I was to get crowns and all of that other kind of stuff. So that's what I was excited about that. So there you have it, guys. Thank you. I'm gonna let you see my teeth one more time. Beautiful, right? All right, guys. Thank you again for watching, tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, if you are interested in wanting to see more videos, you can subscribe to my channel. All that good stuff. You could comment, and if you have any questions, please feel free to comment, and I'll answer your questions and things of that nature. But you guys have a blessed day, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.